First off, a couple of thank yous. First off, parents, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. People online, we do have this being broadcast using our Seats Anywhere belting account, so it's nice to be able to do that for parents that are either working at home or are unable to make it in today, so that's exciting. And so also thank you to Mr. King, who is running that operation. We really do appreciate that. Next is thank you to the teachers over here. I appreciate you being so flexible in such a busy end of the school year. Our last full day is sometimes not an optimal day to have such a assembly, but we're thankful that we can pull this off. And then finally to the students, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming in person this year and being part of Belding Middle School. We are going to miss you as a class. You have done amazing things here, and we're very appreciative of all your hard work over the course of your 3 years. We do know that those 3 years have looked differently than other classes before you, but you've done some pretty amazing things. If you're looking at a program, I know that students will have a chance to grab the program at the end so that you can take it home and keep it for your graduation party. But on the front of that program is this picture from last year. And we posted this on Facebook, and so people might be wondering what this is. But what I had done is, in the heart of the pandemic, in April, we met as a staff, and we were trying to figure out what a school looked like, not only to restart in that virtual way, but also what will it look like in the future, and how will we change. And what I asked the teachers to do is put one word down that they want you to hear. And there are some great words in here, and some great phrases too. Some of you might see "stay gold," because we know that you've read The Outsiders this year, and that'll be something that will stick with you for a long time, that story. We've got hope. We've got grace, which is not a name of a person, but a way of looking at yourself and giving yourself and others grace around you. And what COVID-19 has taught me is that our perceptions of people in different walks of life cause us to look at those things, and accepting ourselves for who they are is something that's not just going from adolescent to adult, but something that's very human, and it's going to become a big part of your life as you get to know people changing from the pandemic. So a couple of expectations as we get into the heart of our program. Please, students, no phones out during this time. Parents, you're welcome to take pictures if you'd like. Students, again, applause. You're going to get a chance to applaud your friends for achieving these wonderful things. Please make applause respectful and kind. We don't clap while people are talking. We hold off till the end. We might hold off all the way till the end of an entire section before giving a clap, but let's make sure that we're respectful of those. You shouldn't get up out of the chair unless your name is called. If you do need to use the restroom, that is okay. You can do that. For people that are visiting, our restrooms are right outside the lobby. There's boys' restroom right outside there. Another one is back to applause, but cheer for everyone, not just your friends. So, these are people that you're going to be with for several years. It's a good chance to see how people grow and how wonderful they can be in not only the academic setting, but the non-academics, student council, web, all these other things that our students do. And then finally, have fun and show pride in your school and your community with showing us your best behavior. And I know that this group will meet those expectations. So I imagine middle school has been an interesting ride, and one that has ups and downs. And some of the people that are with us today have been by your side for those ups and downs. When you get a chance, and high fives and fist bumps, get back into normal life, make sure you give people high fives and fist bumps. It's one of the things I miss this year about not being able to do that. I feel like in the morning, seeing people, wishing them a good day, it's part of missing it. There are words, but then there's also the actions of being with people. So give high fives, give fist bumps everywhere you go when you can, and you feel safe to do that, because it's an important part of being human is the interaction. But let's start by recognizing some people that are in attendance. I'm going to mention our teaching staff over here. So we have Mrs. Amy Gerner, Miss Autumn Roeder, Miss Carla Krieger, Miss Angela Keller, Miss Michelle Chrisman, Miss Lori Johnston, Mr. Carlson, Miss Vandenhout, and Mrs. Bonnie are all over here, and we have Miss Price as well. So if you can give them a big round of applause. I know that Miss Heiler is back in the corner over there. She'll be up in a little bit, but I know that many of you know her. Mr. Patrick and Miss Desperado are going to try to make it. And then I know that all of you have missed Mr. Mason. And he is back today. Isn't he glad to be back? Look at him, he's right over here. But I know that we've missed him for the last 6 weeks, and I'm happy to have him back too. So give him, those people, a round of applause. Before we begin recognizing the many, many students, I wanted to take a moment to talk about you as a class and the class of 2025. You've done some amazing things at Belding Middle School. You've given food, your money, your clothes, you've made donations, you've put in the man hours, you've made gardens, you've done projects that have helped the community. You've done these amazing things, and you've carried on the traditions of wonderful groups like Web and National Junior Honor Society and Student Council, and you've made those people that run those very proud, and I think you've made your parents very proud as well. You've continued on the tradition of being Belding tough, but also having Belding pride. And I am very grateful for that. And I'm very thankful that you as a group have led the way that you have, and you will be very sincerely missed. The list goes on with the amazing things that you've done, and you guys should not ask what we can do, but you should ask what can't we do? Because I believe this group could do anything that they set their mind to. Bring those ideas to people that come forward, because I don't think there's much that people could say you can't do that, especially if you're trying to help people. And so think about that and eliminate do we need permission? I think you guys can set your mind to achieve anything. So after you leave tomorrow, your last day at Belding Middle School tomorrow at 10:35, I am very confident that you're going to be ready for the next chapter. And I'm also confident that your teachers have prepared you for a life at Belding High School. And I think Mr. Ostrander and his teaching staff are going to take very good care of you. And I'm so excited to 4 years from now look at you, hopefully in person. I watched this year online, but watch you walk across the stage of graduation. And the best people that make you accountable for being at graduation are the people to the left and the right of you right now, and then your parents. If somebody is having a hard time in high school, be the person that could be their shoulder to get through to graduation. So this year's class that graduated, the class of 2021, was my first group of 8th graders that I arrived here at Belding Middle School and sent to Belding High School. And I don't have a lot of moments of tearing up, but as I watched some of the names walk across the screen, I grew teary-eyed to know that they had achieved such a wonderful goal of high school graduation. So I challenge you to get everybody in this room and the people that are at home and virtual to get them across the stage as well in 4 short years. And they are short. They disappear, and I think every adult in this room understands how quickly 4 years can go. And it will be a wonderful time when you'll get to shake hands with Mr. Noski, who's over here as well, and the school board, and hug each other and say, job well done of getting to become a Black Knight alumni. So please know that you are welcome to come and see us from time to time down here at the middle school. We do have our high schoolers come down and visit us, and it's great to see them. But now we are here to recognize you all and to have some great things that you guys have all done. So I'm going to welcome Ms. Broder up to talk about our web students.
So I'm Ms. Broder, and then Mrs. Price and Mrs. Ward are other web program leaders. So I'll get going, and you guys can just stay up here after your award, and we'll grab a picture too. So Jared Albert. Trenton Bora. So right after Madison Frisbee. Mario Garrett. Riley Ingram. Braden Kenyon. Lucas Lamborn. Corey Leland. Cassidy McCarty. Riley McGowan. Tyler Mickey. That's right. Blake Peasley. Riley Towers. Avery Quinn. Addison Rachel. Cassidy Rowland. Elizabeth Scout. Isabella Summers. Anna Sergila. Audrina Temez. Cooper Ward. Carly Leakstaff. Ellison Wright. And Mackenzie Zam. So thank you guys on the behalf of myself, Mrs. Price and Mrs. Ward. You guys really did an awesome job of representing our web program, so thank you. Thank you guys, you can take your seats.
All right, I believe next in our program is our student council, and I know Ms. Stefani has some hardware up here, and we'll do the same kind of setup. We can introduce our multiple people.
I just want to say that I've been in charge of the student council for the last few years, and this is a group that I couldn't be more proud of and that are going to be missed so much. They keep me in line more than you know. Can I have the following students please come up to the stage here? I need Jared Albert. Cassie Rowan. Ryan Howard. Amy Firestein. Riley McGowan. Elizabeth Scout. And Riley Ingram. All right, come on up, Jared. So Jared has been with me for 3 years. So with each student is getting a participation medal. And because he has been with us for 3 years, Jared, you're getting a plaque. We're also getting the medal. And you also get, if I get the right one, get around the border here just a minute. Yes, Roland, you get a 3-year plaque as well. Amy Firestein.
left mid-year, but she was still our drama director and did a great job with our virtual play this year. So, and I believe she has some words of wisdom for you too.
Well, 8th graders, I think in my 36 years of being alive, this was the toughest year and a half I have ever been through, and I think a lot of us feel the same way. But you guys did it with grace and kindness, and you couldn't wait to get back to see each other and participate in regular life. But at the same time, I saw you guys when we had to social distance, checking on each other on Facebook and social media. It was just heartwarming. And I think if you can take anything away out of this year and a half, it is that you can truly get through anything. You can truly get through anything with your friends and your family. The thing that I learned the most was that I depend on people more than I thought I did. I depend on the high fives and the fist bumps and the hugs and being able to see your smiles, knowing what you were thinking just by looking into your eyes. And I think that was the toughest part. So just make sure as you embark on the rest of life, you remember the small things really do equal the big things, okay? I know there are some 8th graders in here who won't get awards because they didn't participate this year. So if you participated in drama club at any point in middle school, can you guys stand up for me, please? Come on, don't be shy, don't be shy. Great job, guys. All right, so I only have 2 awards. We have a smaller production this year because, I don't know, #COVID. So there's only 2 awards, but that doesn't take away from all the years you guys participated. I am so proud of each and every one of you, and I know you guys are going to do amazing things. So can I get my 2 kiddos up here, which is Charlotte Richardson Shendon and Mr. Jerry Dicer.
Thank you guys, good job. So the next part of our program would be the recognizing our accelerated readers. Ms. Krieger is going to do that ceremony in her classes tomorrow, so make sure you're there for that. But we had a lot of points this year, and before we broke for COVID, last year we were on pace for our largest number of points, and we had well broken over going to be millions of earned points. So it's going to be, we're going to continue that, and we hope that you guys continue to find a love of reading at the high school. We know that it looks different up there, but we hope that we always see you up there with a book by your side and enjoy that. So at this point, we're going to start recognizing some academic excellence, which is the areas of math, ELA, science, history, and Spanish. And so we'll have each grade level teacher come up, and they're going to award for some academic excellence. So we'll go ahead and get started with math.
Yeah, we're short. For the academic awards, you need to have a 90% or higher for the 4 marking periods. If you were at any point virtual, I'd look to see if you at least had a B average to get my certificate when you came back face to face. And they're not in alphabetical order. Cooper Ward. Colin Shy. Kenny Gould. Trevor Moore. Riley McGowan. Alden
Jasmine Batista Santos. Jared Albert. Carissa Dulo. Jasmine Bernard. Haley Crook. Angelina Chickvay. Cassidy McCarty. And the last one, my nemesis, Mary Cruz. And that is it for math.
All right, the same criteria is used for the award for language arts, maintaining a 90% or higher during the school year. So here we go. Haley Crook. And again, these are not in alphabetical order. Cassidy McCarty. Mary Cruz Yanez. Avery Quinn. Angel Chickfo. Mackenzie Zam. Emma Rakoff. Helen Beach. Jasmine Bernard. Madison Christie. You don't have to run, it's okay. Kenny Gould. Izzy Summers. Cooper Ward. Jared Albert. Lainey Firestein. Stephen Langland. And Ellie Wright. And I have to tell you, I graded they had these journal entries they had to do over the last marking period. I was amazed at all of you, what great writers you are. The effort that you guys put into that, the creativity, even if you kind of got rid of some of us in the end. Everyone, I was reading them to my family members, like, listen to what they wrote, isn't this great? So all of you should be proud of what you've accomplished throughout this crazy school year. So not only for the people up here, but all of you, let's give ourselves a round of applause. And then we are going to have science.
Matthew McCarty. And Elizabeth Scout. All right, good job, guys. You might as well stay up here. Mr. Manley skipped National Junior Honor Society, so can I just have the National Junior Honor Society members come up so we can give you a round of applause? I don't have certificates for them because they received their certificates at induction. And I want to give them a moment to recognize them because they worked hard to get to the point where they're in NJHS and then were able to maintain academic levels throughout the year. Unfortunately, we didn't get to do quite as many service projects as we would normally do, but I know we are looking forward to great things in high school when you are in NHS. So I really appreciate all your work this year, and come back when you don't have to wear a mask and I can see your smile. Thank you.
People that had Spanish, we had two that really shined above everybody. They were part virtual, part in person, and 100% amazing. And these go to Riley Ingram and Lucas Lamborn. Thank you.
If you're following along in the program, we're going to back up just a little bit. We're going to do the most improved student for 8th grade. This student started out, it was a little bit tough at first, kind of getting used to some things between being virtual, face-to-face, sometimes quarantining, all of that stuff, and a new student to our district. So I would like to call Mason Dada as our 8th grade most improved. You sure can, Mason. Walk across the stage. Yes, it was huge. He was trying to decide what to say on the fly, but that didn't work out so well. All right. Mr. Patrick isn't able to come down. He has a class right now. So he asked if I would present his art award. The elective or encore awards are done a little bit differently. Generally, as you saw with Spanish, there's only a couple people chosen. Usually, it's like maybe one or two. So in art this year, there is one award, and what Mr. Patrick said is, sometimes it is very difficult to pick an 8th grader as the art student of the year. Other times it is not. This year, it was not difficult at all. This year's student worked hard in class, was willing to try different things, and always would smile on her face. The 2020 2020-2021 Art Student of the Year is Corey Leland. All right, next we are going to be giving the PE award.
Hi everybody, I'm obviously not Miss Desperado. I'm gonna give some athletic awards out first. So I'm Mrs. Price, also known as Coach Price. I have the privilege of spending time with you guys after school and your kids after school. I have the luxury of teaching 6th grade, but also coaching 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. I often get asked, why in the world are you teaching middle school? I absolutely love teaching middle school age children. I always say they keep us young, they always keep us on our toes, and they're so enthusiastic. So I love teaching middle school and coaching middle school. So what I'm gonna do, you guys, is I'm gonna start with volleyball. I coached 7th and 8th grade volleyball in the fall, and so just a few words first is, if I would have my 8th grade volleyball team just stand, please, so you can recognize who our players were out there. Yep, you're good. Good. They were undefeated in their season, and some words about this team is I had never coached a group of girls that, zero drama. Those of you that coached girls before, sometimes little drama's involved. Zero drama, they encouraged each other, they picked each other up. If Emma was lost on the court, they made sure Emma knew where she was going. Great group of kids. Leadership. I teach a leadership class here at school, and athletics always gives an opportunity for some kids to show that leadership. So what I'm doing is I'm giving 2 awards out to 2 girls on that team that without their leadership, we wouldn't have been the same team. So I would like Allison Rockburn and Riley McGowan to please come up. And Allison, this was your award for coming here at lunch. You left it out there. Girls, if you'd stay here for a second though, just some things about their leadership. Sometimes you have leaders on the court that will lead by talking and verbal and getting after the girls, and sometimes you have leaders that will show by example. And these girls both did, they did both of these, and I just want to make sure I recognize them for the leadership. And being a leader, no matter what you're going to do someday, it doesn't matter what job you're going to have as a career someday, but leadership is key, and these 2 girls definitely have it. So we traditionally give 3 claps, so if we could give 3 claps on 3. 1, 2, 3. Thanks, girls. Also, I'm going to represent track too, so if the girls' track team could stand, our 8th graders that are on our girls' track team. I just want to recognize them. I don't have, yep, go ahead. Coach Sellers is at the high school, but I just want to say that this group of girls also went undefeated this year in their season, and remarkable group again. Before I forget to, I want to make sure, with the kids that are going to participate in the All-Star meet tomorrow, boys and girls, would you please stand? Give them a round of applause. And this group of kids, they had to qualify to attend this meet. So Coach Carlson put their times in, their jumps, all that good stuff, and only the top 16 kids in our entire area get to go to that. So good luck, you guys, tomorrow. My boys team, I would like to recognize 2 boys off of that team for their leadership skills as well. And if these gentlemen would come up, Cody Manley and Riley Powers. Riley says, why am I doing this? Here's why. Cody, whenever coachable. I always tell the kids, if you can be one thing, be coachable, because that's gonna take you far in life. Cody, whatever I ask of him to do, he does it. And he would often come up to me, Coach, what can I do? Asking for feedback, that is key to success, and Cody does that. If you ever get a chance to come out and watch Cody run, jump, very phenomenal, bright future for this young man in track, so thank you, Cody. So 3 on 3 for Cody, 1, 2, 3. Riley really stepped up this year. After week 1, we never had our team together again. We had a lot of kids that had to fill in and do events that they didn't plan on. When we had our kids at home, Riley really stepped up, taking that role when we did our warm-ups at the beginning of each practice, and he got the younger kids in the role of what they need to be doing. He's smiling, he knows. And so I just wanted Riley to know that that did go unnoticed, and Coach Price, Mr. Price, and I really noticed that, and we just wanted to recognize you, so thank you. So 3 on 3, 1, 2, 3. Thanks, you guys. And Mr. Barron will be up for some PE awards.
Actually, we're going to skip to the STEM awards, and then we'll have Ms. Heiler come up and present some band awards. But I want to take a moment to just recognize 3 people for something special that happened this year. You may have seen the post on Facebook, but we had some young adults in this room that entered into a statewide competition for website design and came in the finals and did a wonderful job. And they were coached by Ms. Keller, but I wanted to make sure we recognize these 2. Riley Ingraham and Elizabeth Scout made a really wonderful website that talked about the differences between their parents' generation and the students. What, grandparents? Yep, grandparents and their current students. And so the website was really phenomenal with good content, but they did a great job, and Coach Keller gave them the extra time that they needed, and they did a great job. So just a quick round of applause for these 2 wonderful young ladies. Now Ms. Heiler.
Can I have all the band students stand up for me, please?
All right, you can have a seat. Thank you. So you saw the large chunk of the class, which is really pretty phenomenal. And I've got the pleasure to have them for 3 years now, since they first started all the way up. And this is my first group having all 3 years. And as much as I'd love to give every one of them an award, this was definitely a challenging year. But with that being said, because everybody keeps saying that, it's probably one of the most musically talented groups I have ever had in the middle school level in 18 years of teaching. So that has a lot to be said for your work ethic and your drive for music, and don't ever let it go, because that can stay with you for the rest of your life. I have 4 certificates I'd like to give away, and I don't just give these away to the best musician, I give these to all-around students, and these students have dedicated so much time to this program, to being a good leader in the classroom and out of the classroom. And I would like these 4 to come up and say, we'll give you a round of applause for all 4 of you in just a moment. Riley McGowan, Trevor Moore, Lainey Firestein, and Lucas Lamborn. Can you come up here? Thank you so much for all your support, especially to all the parents out there too of this program. Thank you again.
All right, our final award this morning, or this afternoon, is defined in our handbook. It's something that we give out each year, but it's called the Principals Award, and it's no small feat to achieve this award. And usually we only have 1 student that is there, but with COVID calculations, credits, no credits, things like that. We had 3 students that met the criteria for the Principal's Award. And so at the end, I would like, after the ceremony, I would like to take a picture with these 3 for our records. And so the 3 will come up onto the stage. We'll give you their certificates, but then after the ceremony, come back up and see me so we can get a picture, and then we'll say goodbyes and thank yous. And I think we are having them stick around. The 8th graders are going to stick around after the ceremony and do some fun stuff down here. But the 3 Principals Awards are Riley Ingraham, Lucas Lamborn, and Carly Wigstad, who's down the table. Come on up. All right, so parents, thank you for sending your students to Belding Middle School. They have big hopes and dreams to make happen in the coming years. Some of them are working on it, and it's amazing to hear about them. But it's going to be really exciting to see what they can do as Black Knights in high school. We hope that you all have a wonderful summer, and thank you for attending. And to the class of 2025, I wish you good luck. Thank you. Good job. Parents, thank you for attending. 8th graders are sticking around. We probably can take a